All right, what's up guys? We got a big day today. Tons of stuff to get done. So I've got to take out the dash and all the trim. When I take it out, I'm gonna have to glue on the dash pad, which should take about 12 hours or so to cure. And then I'm gonna be painting the trim black to match the rest of the trim in the car. I gotta take out the gauge cluster, check the connection on it. Sorry, my kitten's playing. I'm gonna check the connection on it. I'm gonna replace the lights behind the dash. I'm gonna be taking out the steering wheel and replacing it with the factory steering wheel, hopefully. This part might be cut out if that doesn't happen. I've got a bunch of wiring that I wanna hide from the CB radio. So it may not sound like a whole lot, but there's actually a lot I have to do. So let's go and get started. So first off, I got to take off this piece right here, and this is the one that I'm going to be taking off, this adhesive. It's just adhesive on here. So I'll be taking that off, and then I'll be painting all of this black. I don't have the other one of these yet, so and then as soon as I get those screws out, pretty much all these on here, then I should be good to just pop this piece out. I might have to take off the A-pillars here, but that's not too hard. This is the steering wheel that I'll be replacing, and I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to even replace it. I'm not sure if the old owner took out certain pieces. I think I did try to do it once, but I just didn't have enough time to actually look at it. But we'll see about that. So I've gotten to a point where it just doesn't want to come out. So I'm gonna look up a YouTube video real quick, and then I'll be right back. So I don't know if you can see, but the issue here I'm having is that this piece is behind this metal part, but then down here, down right here, oops, it's in front. And then the same thing with over here. So like right here, it's behind the metal part, but over here it's in front. And so it's just this kind of weird configuration where I'm having a hard time even pulling it out. You can see it's loose for sure. It's just a matter of kind of wiggle it out. All right, you guys, so I got everything inside. I just need to go to the auto parts store and get some parts. to go to Home Depot to get some clamps. Heck yeah. Ooh, let's take this off. And I was finding them, and I was like, they were pretty nice clamps for like $5, and I would only be able to get 3 because I was like, I don't really want to spend more than $15 on this. And then I found this, a set of 22 Anvil. Shout out to Anvil. And they had a set of 22 for $10. And I was like, what the heck? I'm just gonna do that. So we'll see how they work. All right, you guys, so this is what we have to work with. You can see that a lot of it is ruined, distorted in color. All this is from when I tried to do it last time. The adhesive stuff they sent me with the actual cover did not work. It's probably because I didn't clean it enough, but as you can see, there's almost the entire bead still here. And I did leave it to cure for about 24 hours. But this is what I'm redoing. And then I'll be taking all of these vents out and hopefully spray painting them all so that way they all look good and match. And then I'll move on to the actual gauge cluster. All right, so just, Alexa, stop. All right, so I just finished out the dash. It looks pretty good. I was really happy that I had those Anvil clips. I mean, they made a wonder of this job. I was worried that I wouldn't use all of them. I was like, not worried. I guess I was like, I'm not even gonna use all of them, but I literally used every single one of them. So I'm really glad I didn't just buy 3 like I was thinking. So there's 22, and here, I'll flip around the camera just a second. Yeah, so I ended up actually moving one of those in the corner. But it looks really good. These Anvil clips are actually doing pretty good as far as being $10 for 22 of them. I know they're a Home Depot product, but I was pretty impressed. Who's to say what happens in the next 3 months with whether or not I use them or not, and then whether or not they work as good. So there's that. All right, so I have this out right now, but it's gonna be a lot more work than what I thought it was. It was basically super glued on there, and the previous owner just used a really cheap glue, and so it's left this really rough texture. So I'm gonna have to sand the entire thing down. So it'll take me quite a little bit, but enjoy watching. So while that's degreasing, I plan on going outside and trying to get the hub off the steering wheel. All right, so none of the bolts for the steering wheel puller actually work for this hub. I don't know if you can see this, but that's the size that I need. This is what came on the hub. That's the size that I have. Clearly a different size. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out. All right, so I just wanted the Ace Hardware. I was in there like 5 minutes, and this guy helped me find exactly what I needed. So Ace Hardware is freaking A1, okay? They are super helpful every single time I go in there. I work at a competitor, and I don't even think we're that helpful. So that's something to say there. But really thankful for that guy. Got exactly what I needed for the hub, and now we're gonna go try to take the steering wheel off. All right, so since the steering wheel didn't work, I'm still gonna just install the lights in here. All right, so I didn't even realize this, but I wasn't recording. I got most of them installed. I think I got 9 of 10 of them installed. The only ones I couldn't get out were these two right here, and they're just probably too tight in there, but I know that they both work. So I got these two, that one, that one, that one, these two, and that one. And then these two down here I knew were already working, so I didn't even decide to replace them. But yeah, there we go. All right, so this is actually turned into a 2-day project, which is not what I wanted to do. But yesterday I had some issues you guys will see in the video. Basically, I just had to go out and get a lot more stuff than what I thought I was getting. And then the bolts weren't working that I had for the hub remover. And then so I had to go and get the bolts, and that was frustrating me. And then I came back and got the hub removed and then put on the OEM steering wheel, and it doesn't fit. So unfortunately, we're not able to do that, which is a big bummer to me. I think I'm just gonna try to find something else. I don't like the Grant steering wheel. It's not bad, but it's just like, it doesn't fit with me. Especially since we're trying to do everything else is like as nice as we can, and the Grant steering wheel kind of looks like shit. So I definitely want to change that out, but for now it's gonna have to do. But it was a lot of time and energy waste to just do that, for it not to work. So I am a little frustrated. Last night I was pretty upset, so I just called it a night. But today we're gonna get going on cleaning the rest of the trim. Have it all right over there. And then I don't think I'm actually gonna end up painting it, because it actually looks really nice. The black isn't too far off of what it normally would be. I think it's actually like an OEM black, so it should be pretty close to what it is in the truck already. So I'm just gonna clean it all, and then we'll call that good. So in case you guys saw, some of the parts were losing their paint, like it was chalk. So that's kind of why you didn't see me do a whole lot of deep cleaning. There are still some imperfections in them. They aren't 100% clean, but they are a lot better than what they were before. And that was kind of my goal, is just to make it so it's a lot better than what it was. But just so you guys know, like, I do understand that I didn't do a perfect job, and you guys can absolutely do much better with the better quality tools. I just used degreaser and paper towels. That worked for me, but it may not always work for you. looks really good, but I have no idea what the heck I did with this guy. It's supposed to be this, but over here. And I'm really confused. I went inside the house and I checked the picture. But I guess for now we're just gonna go like this because I actually like the look of it cleared. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's kind of stupid, huh? All right, so I'm like super freaking wicked excited to show you guys. It may not look like much, but to me it's a big deal that I got to clean all those parts and put in the console again, or the cluster again. Yeah, it just makes me super happy. But like I said, for you guys it's not a huge transformation, but for me it's like a world of change. I've been dealing with a dirty console in there, dirty cluster in there for like almost 2 years. And finally I just decided, you know what, it's time to clean it. So I thought I'd bring you guys along, but I'm super excited. Unfortunately I couldn't get the video of it, but I put in the steering wheel, but I had to go to class. So, or I had a Zoom class. So I couldn't video for that, but the steering wheel is in. It is the aftermarket Grant steering wheel, which is fine. Eventually I'm gonna change that out again. But I'm gonna go in there and clean up some wire stuff, and then we'll hopefully get the dash in. All right, so you guys just saw the dash, and damn, I love it. It looks so much better than it did. I did have it on there, but it was just so flimsy and crappy, and I was like, I don't even know if we should have spent the money on it. But after gluing it down, wow. I forgot my freaking keys. So like I already said, for you guys this is like nothing, but for me this is just glorious, honestly. I'm so pumped. Like look at this, it doesn't even come up. It's like so glued in there. That's awesome. This of course like lifts up, but you know, I'll have to do that a little later. Damn! It's fucking clean. Oh, it just looks so much better. Because when it was before, it was like, this was like popping up, and like this was not level, and this was all like this. And this had like a huge lump here because it wouldn't properly sit in there, which it still kind of does, but it looks a lot better than it actually did. So I think that's the one place I'm a little upset about, is that, as you can see, watch. Took the battery back up. I want to see, one, did I reinstall the cluster good enough to actually see if they'll work. Ooh. Oh, my blinker's on. Oh, hello. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, that's kind of sick. Look at this. Oh, like it doesn't have the clear thing over it, but damn, like I can literally put my finger through there like this, but dang, that looks so much better. Okay, check this out. Oh, and then watch this. Oops. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that literally makes me so happy. Oh, that's so cool. I'm just like way too pumped about this. So this is a big deal for me. I've been waiting to do this for like a long time. But looks like everything's doing pretty good. Let's do a cold startup. said, I'll let you guys decide whether or not I keep the faux wood trim, so like this, or if I take it all out. I'm gonna spray paint this anyway tonight, but I'm not gonna post that in the video. I don't think. I might, but I probably won't. But I'm gonna leave it black for now, and whether or not you guys decide to comment is up to you. I'm gonna sit on it, and then I'll let you guys decide.